Dr. Brewster, call your office. Dr. Brewster, call your office.
Dan, hey. Glad you can make it over here.
Brenda, you sounded frantic. Has something happened to Rick?
Michael and Gabrielle are in Mexico.
She probably figured out that you knew the truth, and she convinced Michael to leave the country.
No. They are there on a business trip, and Garrick is with Melissa at the house. Danny, it is perfect time for me to go over there. Get that baby, take him, have the test run, and by the time they get back, I'm going to be able to prove that that is my baby.
That is incredible, Ursula, isn't it, Grams?
He's so small.
Compact, but very sophisticated. That's the beauty of it. Now, all we have to do is figure out the perfect timing.
Ursula, you got that necklace? Get out of here, Neil. We're having an arts and crafts committee meeting.
Yes, well, Ursula promised she'd make me a necklace so I could give it to Mary Lou.
Here it is, Neil. I always keep my promises.
Oh,
how do you like it?
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we get back to business? Now, we've got to set up a diversion so that Ursula can plant the bomb safely. I'm afraid that leaves you, Grams. You're going to have to pretend you're freaking out.
No, absolutely
Look, come on,
not.
you can't do this. I haven't even had a trial yet.
Look, just step it up, buddy.
Look, just put me back in the city jail. I don't care if it's overcrowded. I don't want to stay here.
Just never mind, Grams. I think we found our diversion.
Thank you.
Viki? Sweetheart, do you know what I did with those budget reports? I thought I had them at the office, but I just can't. What is it? You look troubled.
It's Megan.
What about Megan?
Well, she said she was going to sleep here last night, but when I got up this morning, Harry told me she left late last night and never came back.
Well, maybe she decided to sleep in her own bed.
No, she's disappeared again. I have called all over town. I've called the waterside. I've talked to all her friends. Nobody's seen her or heard from her, and nobody knows where she is.
Honey, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
You know, she was very, very anxious about something last night. I could sense it. I should never have left her alone. I know it.
Aaron said you were in here.
Oh. Roger, thank God you're here. Look, I think Megan is in trouble.
Hey, long time no see, kiddo.
God, Megan, no, don't.
Hey, don't start with this Megan business or I'm gonna have to leave you. You know, Megan. What am I doing here? Hey, you're not up to no good, are you?
Look, don't do this to me anymore. I'm telling you, this is not funny, all right?
Hey, I'm sorry. I know we just tied the knot. Mr. and Mrs.
Stop it, will you? You're making me angry.
Hey, shh. I just remembered why I'm here. Yes, okay, I'm looking for something. Where did I put that necklace? Rubies are a girl's best friend.
No, I knew it was a stupid thing to bring her to Atlantic City. Oh, God, please. I promise I'll never do anything dumb again if you just help me get out of this.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry.
Okay, that's it. Come on, we're out of here. We're leaving.
Hey, I'm working.
Come with me. I want you out of here.
You are ruining my concentration.
Please, Megan.
What?
Please, listen to me. I know that you're going to be okay. I know you are okay.
I am okay. I'm just acting, Marco, to try and get into Ruby's head so I can find that necklace.
I hate actors. I ought to kill you for doing this.
Oh, yeah? Well, Russell Price is going to kill you unless you give him that gem.
You could have given me a heart attack. God, okay, God, I'm going to be good now. Thank you. You brought her back. I'm going to give up gambling.
Oh, isn't that
you
sweet?
Happy? Don't give me sweet.
Wait.
What?
Wait, it worked. It worked.
What?
I'm remembering. Wait, something hazy is coming up. Hang on.
It's
Hang
hazy?
on. Just sit down.
What is it that's hazy?
Sit down. Don't hyperventilate. Don't move. I'll be right back.
Megan, are you all right in there?
Are you sitting down?
Yeah. You found it? You found it!
Am I the perfect jewel or what?
You are the perfect jewel! You are the perfect jewel!
Viki, our daughter is fine.
Well, how do you know? Did she stay with you last night?
No, she gave me a call at the studio this morning when I was out. I got her message along with yours.
Oh, where is she? Why would she suddenly take off without saying anything to anyone?
Well, apparently a friend needed her help, and she has to stay with him today, and she'll come back as soon as she can. She apologized for walking out, and she wanted me to assure you she's just fine.
You cannot imagine what has been going through my mind.
Oh, I think I can. I'm sorry I wasn't at the studio when you got the call, when the call came through, so I could have saved you some anxious moments.
Oh, well, it's not your fault. Thank you very much for coming by.
How are you doing physically? Are those stitches giving you any more problems?
No, I'm fine. I cannot shake this anxiety I feel about Megan. I know it's idiotic. She's a grown woman, and I worry more about her than I do about Kevin, Joey, and Jessica.
Sweetheart, look, they still depend on us a great deal. We are responsible for their lives.
Well, once they start gaining their freedom, watch out.
Now you're telling me that I'm going to worry about the children, Kevin, Joey, and Jessica, when I'm old and gray?
I'm afraid so. When Sarah and Megan left home, I thought my days and nights of worrying would be over. It hasn't worked out that way.
How on earth do you manage living in this state of constant anxiety?
Well, somewhere down the line, without your even being aware of it, you just learn to deal with it.
I guess I could benefit from your experience.
Well, I'm not exactly an expert, but I'll be happy to help.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh, Roger, why don't you stay and have lunch with us?
Well, I'd love to, but I have to call California. I've got to take care of some business for EnviroCare.
Well, go ahead. Do it from the den.
Well, okay, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead and take your time. What's wrong?
Well, I'm afraid there is something wrong, and I think we better straighten it out right now.
And you're having doubts about this now, aren't you? And I don't blame you. I mean, I'm getting ready to go over there and take that baby without Michael's consent. And I think you ought to go back to work, because I can handle the rest of this on my own.
Brenda,
okay?
look.
No, you
Come on.
listen to me. You were dismissed from this hospital, Dan. And if anybody finds out what you're doing here with me, your whole career is going to go right down the drain. Not to mention your relationship with your father, if you know what I mean. I owe you an apology. I'm sorry I even called. I just got so excited. I can't believe Michael and Gabrielle are in Mexico. It's just perfect.
It's okay, Gabe. I'm not worried about the risks. Now, I'm just trying to figure out a way that we can pull this off. Well, I'm not a member of the staff, so I can't order the tests. Well, even if I was a member of the staff, I couldn't order the test without Michael's signature.
Okay, well, you know, I was wondering, is there a lab there at the prison hospital, and is there anybody at all who might be able to run those tests for us over there?
No, everything is sent here.
So what are we going to do?
You know, one of the lab technicians is a friend of mine. I'll talk him into helping us.
Danny, he better be a really good friend.
Well, all I can do is ask him. Now, I'm sure you can get Rick here. It's no problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm pretty friendly with Melissa. I'll go over there, and I'll tell her that I'll take the baby to the park, give her some time alone. That's not going to be a problem, I don't think.
All right, okay. You work on Rick. I'll work on Aaron.
Okay. Wait, what if he doesn't run the test for us, though?
We'll figure something else out.
Okay.
Just keep your fingers crossed,
yeah,
okay?
I will. All right. Hey, Dan,
What?
wait a minute. Are you sure that you want to go out on a limb with me like this now? Are you sure?
Brenda, I am just as convinced as you are that Rick is your son, and I will do everything I can to prove that. I'll meet you back here.
reconnaissance mission.
Did you figure out where we're going to plant our flower?
Mm-hmm. The room right next door.
This is the social worker's office?
The canteen. Ursula, I want you to take the bomb to the wall behind the candy machine in the corner.
Got it.
Now, it should blow about half the wall out. When the inmates see daylight, they'll run for it. And as soon as the bedlam starts, we'll slip away unnoticed.
Where are we going to go? Where are we hide?
As soon as we've decided on a time, I'll call Russell Price. He'll have someone there waiting to take us to a safe place.
Well, I say the sooner the better. This waiting is intolerable.
Oh, great. Let's do it now.
We have to give Russell's man time enough to get here. Now, can you set this bomb to go off right before Fraternity Row starts?
No!
Ursula, that's the perfect time. Half the inmates in this ward are Fraternity Row fans. The place will be packed, which means that we can waltz out of here safely.
No, I can't. Ruby and Roxanne were just about to go at it during the tag of yesterday's show. I have to find out what's going to happen.
Ursula, we're talking about our freedom here, and you're going to delay it because of a soap opera?
Well, what difference does an hour make?
Ursula, I'll have somebody tape the show for you. That way you can watch it when we're free.
You'd really do that for me?
You ought to know by now I'd do just about anything for you. Now, what do you say?
Okay. 2 o'clock it is.
Great. Now, let's make sure we're all here together when the fireworks begin. I'll lead us to the car.
And then we'll have our freedom forever. Sorry.
It's okay, Ursula. Grams and I are having trouble containing our excitement, too. Now, as soon as we're free, I can devote all my time and energy to finding the jewels. And then
Jewels? What jewels? I didn't hear anything about any... Am I just some tiny part of a much larger scheme the two of you are working on? Is that why you were so desperate to get out of here? Why you were so desperate to make me your friend?
Ursula, I fell in love with you the minute I saw you. I would never use you. You know me better than that.
I don't know you. Maybe I don't know you at all. Look, I hate surprises. They always end up badly for me.
Marrying me will guarantee you a life full of happy surprises. When we break out of here, we're going to leave everything bad behind us. I promise. I care more about you than anything or anyone else in this world.
Well, there's not going to be any escape until Elizabeth and I get something settled.
Where do I remember seeing that thing?
I told you I bought this for you as a wedding present. It was all I could afford at the time.
Oh, how sweet.
How sweet it is. Oh, boy, I've learned this time I'm never going to do anything dumb again. I've really learned.
Yeah, well, I've learned something. I've learned something very, very important.
You know where ducks go in the winter now?
Where? No, Marco.
Oh. What then?
I pretended to be Ruby, right? I got so close to her, and yet I didn't flip out into her. Don't you understand what that means?
No, what?
That I am stronger than Ruby.
Right, honey. This time.
No, forever. I'm positive. I'm not afraid of her anymore. I am convinced that I'll never turn into her again.
I'll tell you what, do me a favor. Just humor me. In the future, just to be safe, you try not to do this again, okay? I mean, could you promise me that?
Yes, I can promise you that. Okay. We've had quite a day, huh?
Oh, yes. We've had quite a day. Do you have any idea how much this thing is worth?
Well, probably a couple of minutes.
You know, if I go and fence this and I get even half of what...
Don't you even think about it.
But, honey, I could get the yacht. We could go down to the Keys. I could buy one of the Keys. I could get a couple of Keys
What happened to this lesson that you learned, huh? What happened to that?
What?
You steal that necklace, and it's a one-way ticket to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Russell Price will come here personally and strangle you if he doesn't get that gem.
Right. It's not a good idea.
No, it's a very stupid, a very bad, very dangerous idea.
No, I don't know what came over me. I'm going to give it back to Russell Price. Everything, you're right. I promise. I'm going to do that.
Okay. I have to get back to Lambia, make sure Viki's okay.
Yeah, honey, you run along now and take care of yourself. You don't trust me. You think I'm going to keep this?
No, that's not it.
What are you doing
I don't
here?
trust Russell Price. What if he decides to use you as an example?
Honey, I've been in worse trouble with Russell before. It's a minor thing. It was a misunderstanding, mixed communication. I'm going to give this back to him. End of story.
Okay, but will you call me after you do that and let me know how it went and tell me where you're going?
I will. I'll do that.
All right. So I won't say goodbye to you now.
Megan. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. You too.
Megan. Got your purse.
So you're gonna call me, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, darling. I shouldn't have invited Roger to lunch without asking you. I'm sorry.
This has nothing to do with lunch. It has to do with Megan.
Megan? Why? I feel much better about Megan. Roger said she's fine. I believe him. Don't you?
I'm sure she's fine at the moment.
What do you mean at the moment? You think she's going to pick up and run off again without telling anyone?
It's possible.
Oh, how can you be so sure? Do you know something about Megan that I don't know? I mean, did she tell you something when you picked her up in Atlantic City?
All I'm saying is the shock of the nightmare with Austin and you're getting shot at all, it isn't something that any of us can just shrug off and forget about.
Well, I can help her deal with whatever fears she may have.
Honey, we can all try to help Megan. But we shouldn't be surprised if her behavior is a little erratic for a while. So if you call the water side and she isn't there, I don't want you to panic like you did this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't promise that I won't do that.
Sweetheart, you've had one relapse already. Now, if you're not careful, you're going to wind up in a hospital again.
I'm going to take very good care of myself, I promise you.
That isn't something you can do here in Longview. That's why I want us to pack up the kids and go away for a while. We can all use a change of scenery. Now, I know how you hate to admit that I'm right.
Right.
She said with clenched teeth. So, what I think we should do is this. We should all sit down tonight and decide where we want to go. Then you tell me what you want to pack, and we'll pack it, and we'll take off tomorrow night.
Oh, no. I don't want to rush our vacation.
All right, then we'll leave the next day.
No, darling. No, I want to stay here in case Megan needs me for something. Oh, Roger. Were you able to reach the office in California?
Yes, thanks.
Good. I'll go tell Cook we're ready to have lunch.
Clint, I want to apologize for intruding in your life again. Now that Megan's back safe and sound, I'll keep my distance.
Well, she may be back, but she isn't safe and sound.
Then Viki's dream did indeed come true.
The part about Megan turning into Ruby certainly did.
Oh, my God. Is this something Megan inherited from Viki?
I don't know. Maybe it was the shock of thinking Viki was dead that caused it. Maybe it'll never happen again.
Well, a psychiatrist will tell us.
Well, Megan won't see a psychiatrist.
Why?
Because she's afraid she'd get locked up in an institution or that no one would ever have anything to do with her again.
That's ridiculous.
Well, not to Megan it isn't. To her, it's a very real possibility. That's why she made me promise not to tell anyone at all.
And she has no memory of becoming Ruby Bright, no memory at all of agreeing to marry Marco Dane?
No. No, when we shocked her out of being her alternate personality, she was as dumbfounded as you are right now.
I would just like to get my hands on Marco Dane for a few minutes.
Well, no, wait a minute, Roger. I've never been a real big fan of Marco's myself, but he did protect Megan. Frankly, I'm happy he was there at the time. If he hadn't been...
Yeah, God knows where she would be or who she would be with. I mean, Megan might have become immersed in Ruby. We could have lost her forever. If she becomes Ruby again, God, what a nightmare for her. There's some way I have to convince her to see a doctor.
She'll fight you.
I understand. I also understand how difficult it must have been for you to break your promise to Megan.
Well, unfortunately, I've got a little too much experience with this particular nightmare already. And getting help from Megan is a hell of a lot more important than any promise I made to her.
Well, Viki's been cured, so at least there's hope for Megan.
Yeah.
With Viki there to comfort her and allay her fears.
No. Just hold on a minute. I don't want Viki to know about Megan. Nobody wants to see Megan pull through this more than I do, but I have to consider the risk to Viki.
Well, you think Viki will hold herself responsible for Megan's dual personality?
Of course she will, Roger, and that's going to throw her into more of a tailspin than that damn dream she had. But there's an even bigger risk to Megan.
How so?
Viki isn't going to want to let Megan out of her sight. She'll be afraid of any situation that could cause another psychotic breakdown. Now, without meaning to, I'm afraid that she's going to undermine Megan's confidence, and she will damn sure undermine her independence. Now, no matter how much Viki wants to trust Megan, I don't think she's able to do it, at least not now, not in the condition she's in.
I see your point. I can't disagree.
No, that's why I want to take Viki and the kids out of town, take them away for a while, and Viki will have a chance to recover and get well, and when she gets stronger, maybe then we can tell her about Megan.
Well, after all these years of keeping secrets from her.
Now, wait, I don't like that any more than you do, but I really don't feel we have any choice here.
All right. I'll take care of Megan now. When Viki regains her strength, then the two of us will do everything in our power to help our daughter.
Tension is getting to you, Ursula. Your imagination is just working overtime.
One reason I succeeded in making my remarkable recovery was my ability to confront reality, no matter how unpleasant that may be. And it is very clear that your grandmother does not approve of our friendship, much less our engagement.
Oh, come on now. That's just not true. Grams, tell her she's wrong. Grams really does like you. She's just not a very friendly, outgoing type of person.
Well, I have no desire to be part of a family that does not welcome me. Maybe it would just be better to call off the engagement and the escape plans.
Ursula, when I was growing up, I led a very sheltered life, which made it very difficult for me to make friends easily. Now, if my shyness has caused you to feel unwanted, I apologize.
Of course. This whole prison experience has put quite a strain on Grams.
Well, after all, you're wearing my diamond as your engagement ring. Surely that tells you something about my feelings for you.
You see? Come on, we're just going to be one great big happy family.
Yes. And as soon as we have escaped from this dreadful place, I would like to be your friend.
Oh, thanks. And I want to be a perfect wife to Jamie and a perfect granddaughter to you, too.
Well, my dear, harmony is much more important than perfection.
Harmony first, then perfection. May I call you Grams? May I kiss you? Oh.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young.
Okay, boys. I'm not going to cause any trouble, all right? So you can get off my back.
Watch yourself. Time to plant the seeds of freedom.
Yeah, but if I go out there now, the guards are there. They'll follow me.
Just handle the basket carefully. I'll take care of the guards. Grams, I want you to call Russell Price. Tell him to have the car ready and waiting at 2 o'clock sharp. Hey, tough guy.
Talking to me?
Yeah. You owe everybody on this ward an apology, and I want to hear it now.
Yeah. Why do I owe you an apology?
For your smart mouth. The sanest people in this prison live in this ward.
Yeah? And I'm Abe Lincoln.
Right? And then you're going to be dead.
Hey, will you two shut up? I'm trying to watch television.
Well, it's such a beautiful day. Why don't you let me take the baby to the park for an hour or so, and you'll have some time to yourself. How about that?
Thanks, but I think I'll take him to the garden later. Maybe we'll take a dip in the pool. He loves the water.
Yeah, but don't you want to go to the movie or do some shopping or something, Melissa?
No.
Melissa, is there something wrong here? Because Michael trusts me a lot, and I know that he wouldn't mind one bit if I took the baby away for an hour or so.
I know, and it's always good to see you, Brenda, but since Garrick didn't sleep too well last night, I think I'll just take him up and put him to bed.
Why was he so restless last night?
Well, I think he misses Gabrielle and Michael.
Well, I don't know. I was just feeling him, and he feels a little warm to me. I'm wondering if he might be well or not, you know.
Oh, dear. I'd better call the doctor then.
No, wait a minute. Why? Don't do that, because you'll get the receptionist. She'll take a message. The doctor will call you back. It'll be hours. And, I mean, I know that the heart murmur hasn't caused any problems so far, but I just don't think this is a good time for us to wait on that.
Oh, my God. With Michael away? What should I do? Take him to the emergency room at the hospital?
I tell you what, you just relax, and I'll go with you, and we'll get Larry, and then he can see the baby immediately.
Okay. Well, let me grab my purse, and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Oh, gosh, I hate lying like that, but it's just the most important thing in our lives. Oh, and it won't be long. We'll go have that test run, and before long, I'll be able to prove that you are my baby boy. Yeah.
No problem, Dan. I'll be happy to run the HLA and the RBC on the baby.
All right. Well, there's just something you should know. The father hasn't given permission to run these tests. Now, it's a very sensitive matter, and no one could know, especially the father.
I don't know what kind of mess you got yourself involved in here, but count me out.
Aaron, you're my only hope.
You know the chief lives by the rules. If he finds out I'm doing lab work without the proper consent forms, he's going to have my head.
Yeah, well, he almost had your head 4 months ago, and I was the one who saved you, remember?
Daniel.
No, look, I know I'm not playing fair, but this is very important to me, Aaron. Now, no one has to know what you're doing.
Someone will know. Would you start showing the test results around, using them as evidence?
No, I'll leave you out of it. I swear, I'll do anything I can to protect you.
Okay, where's the baby?
All right, great. He should be here soon. Now, I'll bring him right up to the lab.
All right.
Dan?
Hi, Dad.
Thought you were at Statesville.
Well, I'm meeting a friend for lunch. I better get down there soon.
No, not so fast. I want to talk to you about Brenda.
Can't this wait?
No, it can't.
I told you I didn't belong here. This guy is a troublemaker. You better keep an eye on it.
I'm a troublemaker. Who started the fight, huh?
Shut up. I can't hear a thing.
Wait a minute. Why don't we just shake hands and start from the beginning, okay? You show us respect, and we'll show you respect.
Yeah, you can just forget about that, all right?
I'm sorry, fellas. Look, don't worry. I won't cause any more trouble.
Let me give you a little advice. Don't make us come down here again. You understand?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Can't believe this. Whatever happened to innocence until proven guilty? You know, it's bad enough they arrested the wrong guy, but then they gotta put me in here?
Would you shut up, please?
Look, I know you probably hear everyone say they're innocent in here, but the fact is that I am innocent.
Look, I am not interested in your life story. I am just trying to concentrate on the television.
Why? What are you watching?
I'm just waiting for the promo for Fraternity Row to see if Mary Lynn's gonna be on the show today.
Fraternity Row?
Yeah.
You like the soap operas?
No, I just like one soap opera.
Yeah? You got something for one of the actresses, huh?
Yeah, we were good friends once, even more than that. And if I could just get the chance to be with her one more time alone.
It's gonna happen, Grams. It's really gonna happen. We're gonna be free. We're never gonna have to look at these walls again.
And you're going to marry Miss Frankenstein.
Everything is going great. Please, don't louse it up with your hatred for Ursula.
Jimmy, I don't hate her. I'm terrified of her. She's dangerously unstable.
I've got everything under control. We're on our way. Except for the small matter of the missing ruby.
When I talked to Russell, he said that the ruby would be found.
Well, if he wants to stay alive, it had better be found.
We still have the problem of Tina Roberts' search for the crown jewels.
Forget her. If she gets in our way, she'll just be eliminated.
Mission accomplished. The bomb is in place now. It's just T minus 60 and counting, and then... blast off.
Thanks to your encouragement, Brenda's let her obsession with Rick snowball out of proportion. It's really getting out of hand, Dan. I pulled Michael and Alicia's medical reports just to check their blood types.
Dad, Brenda said that the results were inconclusive.
Did she ask you to help her prove that Rick was her son?
So why don't we meet in your office
Dan,
after lunch?
Did she ask you to help her, yes or no?
Dad, I don't want to talk about it here.
Listen, you don't understand this. Brenda's on the edge. Right now, she's determined to claim Rick as her own son. And this thing about Gabrielle switching the babies, that's fantasy, Dan. And right now, she needs someone to help her with this loss, help deal with it, not create more problems.
Dad, why don't you follow her, support her? She's not going to give up until she finds out the truth, whatever it is.
The truth? The truth is her son died.
Dr. Wallach, ICU, stat. Dr. Wallach, ICU, stat.
Well, you better get going.
If you're going to be so damn stubborn you won't help her face the truth about her son, then clear out and let me have a chance to help her.
You were here 5 seconds earlier. You would have been face to face with Dad.
Yeah, I saw him. That's why I jolted into the lounge there. I mean, why is he so angry?
No. He's been pretty angry these days. Oh, yeah. Come on. Aaron agreed to do the tests.
Yeah?
He's waiting for us in the lab.
Okay, let's go, baby.
Sweetheart, another piece of cake?
Thanks.
Roger?
No thanks. Save it for the kids.
Oh, yeah, they should be barreling in any time now. Speaking of those little rascals.
Great. Hi, hon.
Megan. Oh, Megan.
Hi.
Thank God you're back.
No, I love it.
Now, didn't you tell Viki not to worry about me?
Yes, of course he did. Didn't help a bit, though. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Did you get some rest? Your stitches haven't been giving you a problem, have they?
No, no problems.
Good. So why is everyone staring at me?
We're just happy to see you.
Well, parents worry, sweetheart. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to get used to it.
When you're a mother, you will understand.
Okay, well, I'm here, and I'm fine. I've never felt better in my life.
How about your friend? Were you able to help him?
My friend? Oh, yeah, he's fine. Why don't we all just sit down, finish eating, having our coffee here?
Actually, I need to get back to the studio, but I would like to have some words with my daughter.
Stay in here. Honey, let's go get your medication.
Okay.
It's time.
Yes. You don't have to run off with your father, do you?
No, I can stay for a while.
Good. Bye, Roger.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Dad, if you're going to give me a lecture about taking
No.
off last night...
No, I want to apologize for the lecture I gave you when you returned. It was terrible of me to chastise you after everything you'd been through. Honey, Clint told me. I know you became Ruby Bright.
He told you? He promised me he wouldn't.
Clint wanted to keep his word, but he was too afraid for you. Megan, you can't ignore this. You can't deal with this alone. You have to get some help immediately. Now, I know several good doctors...
No, I'm not going to go see a shrink, Dad.
Sweetheart, now listen. I know the torture that Viki suffered under Nikki Smith.
This is totally different.
Is it? Viki became an alternate personality when she thought she'd seen me get killed. You became an alternate personality when you thought you had seen Viki get killed.
That's where the similarities end. Now, Nikki was stronger than Viki, but I discovered this morning that I'm much stronger than Ruby Bright, and I'm not afraid of her, Dad. She's never going to take me over again.
Honey, I'm glad you're so confident. But if you would just talk to a psychiatrist, just
Dad,
to make
Dad,
certain...
I don't want to see a doctor, okay? I just want to forget about this whole thing.
Look, Megan...
And I don't want you and Clint watching my every move, waiting for Ruby to pop out. I just can't deal with this.
Listen, I understand, and the last thing I want to do is interfere in your life. But I don't want you to underestimate this problem. And though you may be tough, I don't think you're able to deal with this by yourself.
Dad, trust me, okay? I can handle this, and if I can't, I'll call you. I appreciate your concern.
Look, honey, I'll always be here for you. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Don't wait around for my call. I hate goodbyes. Besides, you say goodbye to someone you think you'll never see again, then one day you turn around and they're standing there, flashing $1 million smile. Until then, I hope all your dreams are happy and all your wishes come true. When I look at the stars, I'll always think of you. Because you're ruby bright and you're out of sight. You're the star of the night. You make everything all right. You're one of a kind, kiddo. Thanks for the memories. I love you. Marco.
So long, Marco.
Is there a problem?
No. I told Melissa that we were just waiting for the test results, which, that's true. And so she's going to go have something to eat in the cafeteria. But what is taking that guy so long?
I don't know. You want me to go see on how he's coming along?
No. Don't do that. Here, let me take the baby. I think we've waited this long. We can wait a little while longer. Oh, boy, you were a fearless fella today when Aaron was taking your blood from you.
Yeah,
huh?
You're a brave little guy.
Yeah.
Your mother nearly fainted. You hardly flinched.
Mother. Oh, boy, do I like that. And I am your mother, and I'm going to be able to prove that pretty soon as we get those test results. Oh.
Brenda, there's a chance that you're wrong here.
Hey, I don't want to hear that
now.
Hey,
I want you to be prepared
I
for
am
this.
prepared for one thing, and that is providing a future for my son. And it is going to be a very happy future. You know that? I may not be able to give you all the material things that Michael's money can give you. But I can give you a lot of love, and I can give you the love that your daddy would have given you if he were here. Oh, I guess it was just meant to be, all of this, huh?
Well, I hope so.
I couldn't have done it.
The Swiss Alps are nice this time of year. The air's real cool and refreshing in the mountains.
Will you stop that?
Or we could just be frolicking on the French Riviera. Well, of course, it'd be wall-to-wall people in August.
Ursula, will you stop babbling about your honeymoon and answer my question?
What question, Gramps?
Are you absolutely positive that your bomb will cause enough damage for all of us to escape?
Grams, honey, if there's one certainty in my life, it's my genius for explosives. Trust me. Nobody does it better.
Ursula's right. She's a genius. There's nothing to worry about. Only a few minutes more.
Sanders.
What's up, fellas?
Warden wants to see you. Pronto.
Tell him I'll get back to him later.
Well, I would, but the man said now, Sanders. Well, he's a little tired of your troublemaking.
Why me? I didn't start the trouble. He did.
Now, why don't we just tell it to the warden?
Wait a minute. The warden is clear across the yard. It's too far away.
Let's go. Come on. You can go easy or you can go hard.
Wait a minute.
Can you say no to 5 days in paradise?
It's not that I don't want to go. This just isn't the time.
It's the perfect time. You need to relax, and what better way to do that than stretched out on a beach in the sun? Maybe Max and I will even try and come by for a weekend, if that's okay.
We'd love it. Stay longer if you can work it out.
Well, now, wait a minute. Why don't we just wait here until Megan and Max can join us?
Viki, there'll be snow on the beach by the next time I get a week off.
Darling, Bo can arrange something for you.
No, I don't want him to arrange anything. I appreciate your concern, but I don't want you to give up a really nice vacation with Clint and the kids just for me.
But it's not just for you.
Yes. I really appreciate the thought. I really do, and I love you for it, but I'm fine. Tell her, Clint.
Roger can take care of Megan, and the kids and I will take care of you. Now, that's a fair trade, isn't it?
Yes, very fair. Now get Asa to fuel up that jet.
Okay. All right. I'll go, but only if you promise that you will join us if you can.
I promise.
I don't know why on earth I thought I could win a battle against the two of you.
It's a stubborn streak in you. Your daughter inherited it.
Yes, well, I also inherited her strength, which I'm very grateful for. I have to take off, but I'll see you before you go.
Oh, I hope so, honey.
Think fun.
Lots of fun.
going to cause any more trouble, Ruby. Do you understand me?
Well, we are going to be in big trouble if Melissa starts getting worried and goes to Larry and asks about these tests that we're running, Dan.
Now, Brenda, why don't you just bring the baby back to Melissa?
Because I am not going to go anywhere until I know the truth about this child.
Yeah, and what if she comes down here and figures out what we've been up to, huh? Then what?
Okay. I will go and get a cup of coffee, and I'll tell her that we're waiting for the tests. That's true. Okay?
All right,
and,
okay. All right, as soon as Aaron gets here, I'll rush right down to the cafeteria.
Okay. Let me take the baby. Well, did you run the test?
Yes.
Well, what are the results?
Just give me 10 minutes. Please give me 10 minutes, and I'll go quietly.
Make him stop! Make him stop!
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play innocent with me, you creep! He was making obscene proposals to me!
Obscene? Look, if I was going to make obscene proposals, I wouldn't waste them on you.
Oh!
Got your filthy mouth! You
Come on!